It's time for a death battle!
Rewritten.
Joker Bowser! And Joker's first persona was the awesome Arsene.
With razor-sharp claws and the ability to curse enemies with dark energy, Arsene was an excellent persona to start with.
But Joker's a wild card. Literally, he can capture as many personas as he wants because they each have their own crazy powers. From shooting fire, ice, and lightning, to dishing out status effects, healing, and resistances, to lobbing actual nukes at the baddies.
So Joker can fight with manifestations of deities like Beelzebub, Odin.
Oh hey, did you know that a persona is connected to their user's own stamina? So when a persona is shattered, even though it's not like dead, it does rattle the user pretty badly.
Well, without his personas, Joker can still rely on his guns, grappling hooks, smoke bombs, etc.
Might not sound like much compared to summoning actual Satan, but in the metaverse, perception is reality. No, really, it actually works like that.
In the real world, Joker's gun is only a prop. However, with Joker's reputation in the metaverse, this prop becomes a god killer. As the Phantom Thieves' reputation increased, so did their power, simply because that's how they were perceived.
Kinda like how personas are empowered by the social links Joker possesses with his friends.
At their max, social links can bring a wildcard user back from the brink of death, instilling them with willpower greater than the rest of humanity combined. Joker's bonds made him as powerful as the gods he commands. He can dodge Lucifer's Morning Star, which summons an energy beam that travels several light years in seconds, millions of times faster than light.
Wonder Joker can face off against opponents that can reshape all of reality.
Like Maruki, who used the metaverse to rewrite all of reality to fit his desires.
Or Yaldabaoth, who merged the real world and metaverse together.
It was in this battle with Yaldabaoth that Joker upgraded Arsene to create Satanael, the biblical angel of vengeance.
With a big-ass gun!
The attack's sinful shell is imbued with what is known as almighty energy, which can bypass any defense, even that from the omnipotent orb, which can explicitly rewrite reality.
Is nothing if not persistent.
Look at him! Dude's built like a brick house strapped to a saw trap. That spiked shell takes a lot of punishment. Not even the weight of a castle can scratch it, especially when he rolls up like a prehistoric Beyblade.
And the Koopa King doesn't just breathe fire and control lava, he commands nature itself.
Spitting meteors from outer space, beckoning the earth with a snap, inhaling torrents of wind, straight up calling down lightning.
Dark magic describes him as a sorcerer king. Magic is how he turned the toads into bricks, only countered by the princess's heart magic.
But that's not all the magic he's mastered. Telekinesis, creating perfect clones, reanimating his undead skeletons.
Bowser spent decades hoarding treasures, coins, magic star rods, warships, clown cars, you name it. Bowser's charisma and leadership brought many to his side.
They're the most wicked band of misfits this side of World 8-4. The Koopa Troop!
An army spanning multiple territories across the Mushroom World and beyond.
Goombas, Koopas, the Troopas, and the others make up the infantry. Some with wings, some in shoes, and some even in race cars.
Piranha plants, bloopers, and lakitus use their surroundings to get the jump on unsuspecting prey, by land, sea, or sky.
Booze, Shy Guys, sentient bombs with feet, and more.
It was imperative for Bowser to nurture a unit that covers their own vulnerabilities. For example, Kamek and King Boo both have magic, but Boo has battlefield control with illusions and destabilizing dimensions, while Kamek focuses on buffing allies, canceling enemy powers, summoning anything he desires.
Or swapping my items to screw up my Mario Party lead.
Speaking of items, most of the minions can use pretty much any power-up Mario can. The Goombas make frequent use of Tanuki tails, and Bowser can really get into the cat roleplay.
His kids, the Koopa League.
Bowser took them in and even trained them in dark magic.
Nepo baby, Bowser Jr., captain of the Koopa Troop. But really, the king is very protective of his kids. If the fam's in trouble, he can will himself to transform into a giant kaiju, all to crush whatever bullies target smack.
Maybe a little overkill. Just one punch from Giant Bowser launched a castle out of orbit. Taking into account the flight path and the scale of their universe, Bowser's punch must have hit with a force of over 125 trillion tons of TNT. Considering how Yoshi punted poor Raphael the Raven so hard he exploded into a constellation of stars, this isn't even close to Bowser's full strength.
Especially if he falls into some of Bowser Jr.'s set of black paint. That stuff's scary.
Enough to unleash Bowser's dark fury. a form whose very steps cause widespread natural disaster. Bowser's dark magic became so potent he eventually learned how to warp the very fabric of reality.
Anything the king imagines, he makes happen. He turned all of Yoshi's Island into a storybook. And remember those painted worlds in Mario 64? Yeah, he made those.
He stole ultra-powerful items like the Wonder Flower, which can mold reality like Play-Doh, and the Dream Stone, which can be used to wish someone out of existence.
But his most iconic thefts are those big shiny power stars.
Don't judge a book by its cover. Infant power stars, aka Lumas, can become whole galaxies. They also ferried Mario across the universe in 3 seconds. That's 489 quadrillion times light speed.
Obviously, the Big Daddy Grand Stars are even crazier. Bowser used one to power his space king.
Grand Star was freed. It caused a chain reaction that destroyed the entire universe via a massive black hole.
Thanks, Space God, that Rosalina showed up to save the day.
Not that Bowser needed saving. He's been swallowed by another black hole and thrown into a star that went supernova. They worked together, they legitimately conquered most of the known universe.
He can dodge Lucifer's Morning Star, which summons an energy beam that travels several light years in seconds, millions of times faster than light.
They also ferried Mario across the universe in 3 seconds. That's 489 quadrillion times light speed.
Can face off against opponents that can reshape all of reality.
Like Maruki, who used the metaverse to rewrite all of reality to fit his desires.
Or Yaldabaoth, who merged the real world and metaverse together.
And could take on Universe Busters.
Obviously, the Big Daddy Grand Stars are even crazier. Bowser used one to power his space king.
Grand Star was freed. It caused a chain reaction that destroyed the entire universe via a massive black hole.
By the social links Joker possesses with his friend.
At their max, social links can bring a wildcard user back from the brink of death, instilling them with willpower greater than the rest of humanity combined. Nathaniel, the biblical angel of vengeance.
With a big-ass gun!
The attack's sinful shell is imbued with what is known as almighty energy, which can bypass any defense, even that from the omnipotent orb, which can explicitly rewrite reality.
Unlike Bowser's Wonder Flower, which mucks up reality for real, the ruby affected a whole planet, but the Wonder Flower had the power to alter the universe. Also, the Dream Stone's ability to wish anything out of existence.
Take when the Phantom Thieves faced Maruki. The group couldn't resist the reality warping effects of his powers. He even had an ability that nullified actions against him,